I'm getting a flashback to all these Stephen J. Canal movie TV shows. Riptide! Thank you, Dr.Ben.
Yeah! There it is.
This art is just so freaking crazy and just like so, like this is the epitome of like underground comics to me. I think I love it. I think it is so cool. I don't know, just the certain things like she's walking away and she just has this big ass with
look at that big ass, look at that big juicy booty, this Latina
with her twisted deformed arm looking over her shoulder. I love it so much. It's almost Ted McKeever-ish in a way. I don't know. It's like Beavis and Butthead unmapped. How do you like that? I don't know, but it's so cool. Like, there's just something very compelling and just, I love his stuff. I'm a fan. Great storyteller. Just totally, as I've said before, the epitome of like underground indie comics right there. Dr.Ben, Anthony. Such great, you know, color choices and just, I don't know. I'm with it. Inimitable. I love it. I love the color scheme you chose here, and this looks so good. Good job, Dr.Ben.
Love it.
For you 90s stoners out there.
This just felt... Yeah. This felt... This stuff I really like, too. I love underground stuff, and this side of the book had tried to bring a lot of that feel into it, and I really appreciate it.
Wow. Yeah, that's Dr. Ben again, man. He had been away from comics for a long time, and now he's back. He's got these crazy colors.
Yes, I like.
Really great work. And some of it's like meta too, you know, it's got talking about Brubaker, Sean Phillips. This is like, he is in this. He's the guy with the chops and the bald head there in the top right. So like, you know.
That's the Broob.
Yeah, his hat. Yeah, does Broob know about this? He would love this.
I don't know.
You can get $500 for the original art if that's on Bristol board out of Brubaker.
Dr. Ben is just yelling, "You're wrong," at caps. All right, but here's my larger point.
Come on, you fuckers think that just because a guy reads comics he can't start some shit? Oh, fucking take all you...
Yes. I gotta give Dr. Ben some props real quick, Thick Comics, because when he wrote to me, I think sometime last year about, you know, because I write comic reviews and stuff like that in between everything, and like he hit me up, was like, you should do something like, you know, do like a interview thing, or like, I don't know, join the Comics Journal or something, right? And I kind of just took those words to heart and just kept going for it. So Tony, I'll be interviewing you very soon down the road. And
yeah. Well, me and the Lord, we got an understanding.
We're on a mission from God.
That's right. We are on a mission from God, folks. Make sure we got my volume working here. We got people in the chat. We got people watching. We got, look at this. We got a box of comics. Oh, I almost doxed myself. I don't care. Look, it's a post office box. I'm a comic book person. You want me to open up your comic books? That's fine. Send them here. Let me make sure my sound's here straight here. Hold on. Okay. We got work. We got volume. We got audio. It's good. Okay. Let's have Johnny Scab. Johnny Scab, Hail a King in the chat. Well, folks, like I said, listen, I don't want to bury the lead. You've been here. We got the Ripperverse. We got my box. That is true, Kamikaze. What have I have done? I have got money to burn. That's right. I won the lottery, and so I have been. No, I didn't. Oh, hello. Hail my fellow Kang. What's up, Kang? Johnny Scab. No, honestly, I do want to give the shout out to Eric July, because he's actually, in a sense, part of the evolution of my understanding of comics and independent comics as well. Back last year, 2023, I had put this in one of my little mini comics I printed, one of my little issues of Relaunch. And this one's kind of like a bad copy. This is one of the only ones I got left. See how, like, anyways, it was before the Rippaverse had gotten off and really started working and stuff, you know, before the first issues had come out. And one of the people that I was supposed to work with on a comic, this Taylor Mitchell, Taylor Talks Comics, was one of the original detractors of Eric July, but they were detractors because he was different, you know, political opinions, and they were just, you know, anywhere you went to discuss Eric July in the lame stream, right? If you went on the Reddits for comic books, if you went on the Cartoonist Kayfabe channel and tried to discuss the Ripperverse, out, you were kicked out immediately. No talking about No Eric Julys. So that said, that's what I'm saying. The Ice on comic, it's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like guy in the tights, flying. Maybe he's not flying. You know, it's just not my. We're finally gonna learn why he's called Horseman. I know that's what I'm saying. I'm excited. This is the one. Like I thought the name was silly at first, of course, but it kind of grew on me, and the animated commercial for this, maybe. Oh, I'm just have this on my phone, so I can't bring up. Yeah, I might die trying to open this. I'm not good with these tools. Oh, I'm not gonna die. Don't worry, folks. Jonny says he's called Horseman because he has a massive cock. Surely. We're gonna find out. So that's what I'm saying. This is the box. Not a big one. I didn't go crazy. But look what I did get. Got myself an official Ripper hat. I'm now officially. Well, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to look at the comic because right now, see, I have my COMICSGATE gang colors on to see if we join the Ripperverse at the end of this or not. So we're gonna put you guys on hold. My drawing table over here. It's kind of neat because it looks like it's really small, and it's actually it's like 6 feet from that side to the other. It's a huge. This is what I'm saying. I got the shirts. I don't care. I like the shirts. Look at this. This is a cool looking shirt. And also, I've discovered. I was telling a friend. Look at that. That's a nice. Oh, I can't see it. That's a nice looking shirt. It's black. Just says the Horseman. Nice picture of him with his little batons and stuff. I like his little gloves there. He's all right. The shirt. I got the 2 shirts. Oh, and the comics are all in another box. Hold on. This is why I often hesitate to do like box opening kind of streams because I often just get confused trying to open them, and who wants to watch just me like fluster around? How do I open? Is it funny? Is it not funny? I don't even know. I feel confused when I'm trying to open things. So, Lord knows what you folks feel. Look at that. The first 3D asset busted. A piece of cardboard. Look, I got the Ripazine #1 with Sydney Bloodroot. I got the. Oh, well, the reason I was excited. I am excited about this because it's like Bart Sears. Bart Sears, the old artist for Turok, the Dinosaur Hunter, Exo Man of War, Calypso, Justice League Europe, all kinds of stuff. I want to see what he does. It's cool. I like to see actually still doing stuff. I think Bart Sears has actually got like a Kickstarter. I know Kickstarter's against the religion of some folks, and I'm not trying to ruffle feathers by discussing Kickstarter. But it is Bart Sears, and I mean that's what I'm saying. He was the dude that did all the what do you call it? He did all the drawing exercises, the drawing instruction things in the old Wizard magazines from the 1990s. There's a picture of Chuck Dixon. Oh, well, so this is the Ripazine. So everyone has already seen this, so that's what everyone has seen. They're not worried about the Ripazine. I got the Ripazine #2 as well, of course. You get one, you got to get the other one. They're $7, I think, is what they were. It's not Yeah, $7. That's like a decently sized, you know, lots of pages of comics in it, ads for the different interview with Dean Cain fans. The Saska sisters. I think the vote is still out on whether the Saska sisters have truly given up their life of satanic endearment and try to devote themselves to the Lord. That's what they said this spring. So hopefully that's. I try not to like judge other people. If someone says they're trying to do the right thing, I believe them. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you do? What can you do? What is that? I'm sorry. That does like kind of stick out. Like just the art reminds me of like this is my first time like actually having like hands on with one of these Rippa books. I said something. I guess I'm late to the game a little bit there. So this is what we want to see. This is what we want to look at. The horse. Why is he called? Frederick Umar has asked as well. Will we finally learn why he is called the Horseman? And that's the thing. Like people were like, Horseman, that's a dumb name. It's a silly name, sure, but like I think of that BoJack Horseman, right? Y'all remember that show? Okay, so this is nice. It's like it's got a spine. It's not stapled. I think this is cover D is what I got. Oh, you know what? Well, I don't want to get too crazy with moving the camera around. This is what I'm saying. Like I just wanted to do like kind of like a quick like overview of this. Yo, Horseman has arrived. Yes. Thank you, Galaxy Stranger. I'm getting a little bit of glare off of this. This isn't the foil either. It's one of the things like I think I have to keep in mind with comics. I'm not a big fan of like glossy comics or glossy magazines, but I don't know. I suppose it's not bad. Like if you look at it on a camera like that, you get that glare coming off of it. But looking at it in person, you don't get. You know, it doesn't interfere with anything. It has just a nice like new look to it. You know. So let's read the back of it here. It's got a whole description. You can find out what the Horseman is. I think this is the thing too. When I get comics, like I know some people, they get them and they don't want to do spoil. The first thing I'm at the back page immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like the back page, I'm just flipping through it. What's going on here? Is it has it? You know what I mean? Like I don't look at comics I think the same way as other people. I just kind of like look at them and like it takes me a while to like process them. Like I'll look through the art and then sit down. Like I might like glance through and like think of like just what like pops out or whatever. Anything that grabs the eye just on the first little glance through. And I'm only here for the money. No reason anyone needs to get hurt. Like these guys ever need a reason. Shoot this fool. He's like must have busted in on a illegal gambling operation, perhaps. I'm curious because like in the commercial, he seemed to have kind of like or no, in the commercial the voiceover was like the bad guy, wasn't it? Yeah, it was like almost like the bad guy was having like breaking like a fourth wall conversation talking about the Horseman. Yeah, that's our first big it's kind of like mud on the iPhone camera though. Where are we at here? Yeah, look. I'm not seeing anything really like this jumps out that's like wrong with it. Like that's one of the things that like I've noticed with the Rippaverse stuff is that they do have more scrutiny, people going over them, and I've watched all the videos, I watch everything, Is it back? Yeah, it's a back page, man. Exactly. I immediately just flip to the back page. No, I read them linear. I don't spoil stuff, but that's only if I actually care about it. Yeah, like I kind of look at it like the way you think of like you have like a movie, a trailer for a new movie, right? And it'll show you like some of the big key scenes in the movie. You know what I mean? Like the new Batman movie's coming out, the new Wolverine movie or Deadpool or whatever. It's going to show you like scenes that are from like the middle of the movie, after the middle, the beginning. It's just going to show you stuff to like get you excited. Like this is what's going to be in here. This is what I'm saying. Like when I flip through a comic, like that's, I want to get an idea of like, okay, is it going to be like an action comic? Is it going to be like more like an artsy, like just appreciating the art? And this, like, it definitely has like all the feel of like a cool like action comic. Like that's a good image of him fighting these dudes on the street or whatever, going a little 2-page spread. It looks pretty good. And like I said, that's all you really need with an action comic is you just have to keep stuff moving. Like you don't, you know what I mean? Like I bet I could imagine some people would complain about this foot. Oh my gosh, look at his foot. Look at it. The person's foot doesn't bend like that. This motherfucker, he don't know how to draw. Well, you know what I mean? Like there's some people that are just gonna pick apart. Is it bad? Is it good? I don't know. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's like it's wonky or something. But also, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just not, that's not like with comics. Comics aren't like based on like things being like perfect like anatomy. Like Jack Kirby's stuff, he broke everything out by doing that like that forced perspective where something in the front is huge, so like your fist is way up here in the picture. And so it's the size of, the head or whatever. But like, he did all that to like move your eyes through the story. And like this Joe Bennett guy, I believe that the guy that drew this, Joe Bennett, the artist, I believe that he was the artist that was on the Hulk, the Immortal Hulk comic with from Marvel and Disney or whatever. I believe that's that guy, Joe Bennett. So that's what I'm saying. He's not no slouch. If you're drawing the Hulk, you obviously got some kind of idea. Oh, look at that. That's a cool. This is inside the back cover. That's if I can type. Bruh. That's, what I'm saying. He's a good looking. I like it. And see, that's what I'm saying too, is that like I didn't really want to like, oh here, this is a good example. Like the Isom character himself just wasn't my thing. The same with like Alpha Core up there. Is that the Alpha Core? Oh no, that's, oh yeah, that is the Alpha Core. That is the Alpha Core. That's what I'm saying. Like guys in capes and tights and stuff, and Yaira, like an alien lady. It's just not really my thing. Like the Gooding thing, I don't know. Like I felt confused about Gooding. Maybe I will get Gooding after. Well, we're gonna talk to Mike Barron tonight on the Commandos. We're gonna put Mike Barron, the bloodiest Baron of them all, Mike Barron. We're gonna put him in the hot seat, interrogate him, find out what he knows. No, but honestly, like Mike Barron's one of the best writers out there. He's the best Punisher writer. So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm curious. I never got like a clear understanding of what the Gooding thing was. Like he's a service, like it's like a private security service or something. Like I don't know. but that's what I'm saying. All of that, like none of that really seemed to like interest me much. You know what I mean? Like all of it was just like Isom, the Alpha Core, the Ira. I don't know, but the Horseman, especially seeing the commercial with him just like running around, beating up criminals and stuff. And this dude, I think they made this guy. I think that's one of the bad guys. Being like they're trying to do. Is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be me? Is that supposed to be me, Eric July? Sons of guns. Some of these people they put me in the comics. I don't know why. No, that's not me. That's just being dumb. Just being dumb. But no, that's some. Oh yeah, this is. I like. These look fun. Look at that. Cracking this dude's face with his little. I like it's almost like his little horse thing up here is like a little horn almost. So yeah, it's a fun crack. Little action scenes and stuff here. I like it. I like it. It's like I said, it feels like there probably is a lot of people do use these like 3D asset SketchUp things and stuff. If you watch like any of the Marvel comics documentaries of like current Marvel comics artists, that's all those guys do. They have 3D models of like the characters, and you can like pose them. You can move the legs and arms, make them bigger and smaller in space, and like you have a whole 3D environment that you can pose things, and then they just take a screenshot of the image they want for each panel, and then basically just trace over it. I mean, it shows them doing that for Spider-Man comics and everything. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't get too worked up about that, or like the people complaining about AI comics. Not that this is AI, but that's a good fight right there. Fun action stuff going on. This I mean, like what do you want from a comic? This is like it's moving your eye all around the page. It's got big scenes, an interesting looking character. Like these little knobbies. He's got his little nubs, little knee nubs he's got here. I like those, and he's got the same thing on his hands too, right? Try and get that so you can see it good. He's got these little nubs, I guess, that are probably for fighting. Hit somebody and you got almost like little brass knuckle things or whatever is what they remind me of. So yeah, it's like a fun. Yeah, like that's a cool image. Him jumping out of somewhere. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I'm not trying to like do spoilers or anything. Like I definitely don't think I have. Like I said, flip through a couple pages and show a random panel or whatever. Look at that. That's tight looking. That's good. So I don't know. I'm gonna sit and read it, and then we'll have to do a full, breakdown, rundown of what the story is. Find out. It's a good image. Consider the Horseman, Hector Caballero. Yeah, I'm not sure if it has like the back. It must have had this back description listed somewhere already. Hector Caballero. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But that's what they do at Marvel. So I mean, you want to Cammy, are you an artist? Is that what you're saying? You draw stuff too? You want to get into Marvel, DC, you got to be familiar with the 3D assets, the AI. That's what they got at Marvel and DC. I mean, people complain about it, but like they don't stop them. That's what they do. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like they have to have interchangeable artists at Marvel and at DC so that like, hey, you know what? Bobby Shazam was throwing a fuss when he was drawing Spider-Man this month. We got to get him out of here. He riled up a crowd. You got to have somebody you can pop in there to replace him it does the same style. So that's why, Marvel and DC, they're not trying to build like unique artists or artistic voices, because if they do, what's going to happen is the artist is going to get big enough that they say, well, I don't need to work at Marvel or DC anymore, and they're going to leave and take some Marvel and DC. Just they don't really have an incentive to create artist superstars like they did. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to draw for Marvel and DC, you got to be used to how to this is Frederick Dumas. No style, no storytelling, just lazy cut and paste for a quick buck. Nothing that will stand the test of time. When the sitting oh, that is the one. Yeah, I forgot that. How many fingers does he have in the sitting pose? Let me if I do this. Hold on a second. I'm gonna flip the camera. Oh, geez, I don't even know where I can set this darn thing. It's plugged in over there. No, I guess I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, this is kind of like an impromptu stream here. I wasn't expecting to get this. Okay, but I'm gonna try and count these. 1. It does. Yeah, you've got. I see what people are saying. He does have like a little octopus hand there, like. But I mean, that might be. You know what I'm saying? That could. Some people are born with more fingers than less. We'll find out. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to read it, but I think it's supposed to be this hand. His left hand is like one of the fingers is like sticking out. I can't do the backwards here. It's like messing me up. I think it's supposed to be one of them is sticking out, but I don't know. It is an odd. Well, you know what? One thing I think is like I wonder if they almost kind of like do some things like that, like throw in like weird little like Easter eggs that are like kind of something that's like kind of wonky to kind of create a little bit of a little bit of controversy or whatever. Like if you got somebody that's going through everything, where am I at here? Did I miss this? I think it's earlier. Galaxy Strange. The art scene is fine. The character's just a mashup of Batman and Daredevil. Nothing special. 3D assets is the death of comics. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like saying to do 3D assets or that like I want to use them or they are what they are. Makes the art more sterile. Yeah, he's saying what makes the art more sterile. That's the thing when you have. That's exactly what I was saying with Marvel and DC and like these big companies that have their style guide or whatever, or like this is the model. You have to stay on model for this. It does have a tendency to make things like you're saying sterilized. Like it's hard to really like add too much of your own stuff when you have to stay so on model. Where am I at here? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done this on the phone because I can barely read anything on here. And it's all on this tiny screen. Yes, thank you. Hail the chat. Thank you guys. Sterilizes it. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that like Horseman is like amazing or what I'm saying, like this is people are gonna look back at this as the new Watchmen. Alan Moore, Dave Givens, left in the dust of the Horseman. Like I don't. But I mean, who knows? That's what I'm saying. Like once I sit down and like actually sit and read through it, I mean, Chuck Dixon is not a bad writer at all. You know what I'm saying? Like he's legit. Why didn't even show that? Why didn't I show that? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I did get to where I was though. polygon clitalism. Polygonal. Wow. Is that in there too? Oof. Well, maybe I'll have to end this stream a little early. But that's what I mean. Like, I think it just looks like a fun book. If they can get so that like they can continue to like kind of like reverse, people are saying like it's like a less and less for the sales numbers and whatnot. If they can find like whatever their bottom is, or their core support or whatever, and take some of the criticism that's always being leveled at them, like show a little bit of humility. You know what I'm saying? Like with Eric July, his first comic book. Okay, there's not like another comic book that Eric July has. You know what I'm saying? Like Eric July doesn't have some little mini comic zine from 10 years or 20 years ago. If there is, how is there nothing like that we've heard of? You know what I'm saying? That's how I know like there's no other books or nothing by him, because somebody would have like found it by now, if he had like an old thing on Amazon or who knows what, you know what I mean? Like people would have found it and been like, look at what Eric was writing 10 years ago. So that's what I'm saying. His first comic is Isom. Comes out, sells, 50,000 copies, 60,000 copies, millions of dollars in sales. The second one goes down to 1.5 or 2 or whatever it was. I don't follow all the exact numbers, but it didn't like double. It wasn't like issue 1 sold 3.7 million and then issue 2 sold 10 million. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't start going like crazy, but he still has a bunch of his audience coming back. They're not, if like I said, I'm not going to say that this is like the most amazing thing ever, or is there stuff I would do differently with the art? Is it the kind of art style that I'm usually into? Like not really. You know what I mean? But I don't get a lot of like normal like superhero comics. Like I don't get like the Avengers or Fantastic Four or Spider-Man or anything. And that's what this looks like to me. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause it looks like someone was saying, like a mashup of like Batman and Daredevil or something. Like, even with, especially, I think this is the big bad guy. This guy in the back of this limo, right? Kind of reminds me of like a dirtbag version of Kingpin or something, like that's fine. You know what I mean? Like let's have more like, you're not going to get like experimentation and like different perspectives or different art styles at Marvel and DC. You know what I mean? But you can find something like that with Ripperverse. I think that's what I expect to kind of be the next turn for Ripperverse stuff, is for it to start getting like weird. I expect them to start trying more experimental stuff, letting like this with Horseman, right? This is the first book that's just creators. Like it's Chuck Dixon and the artist. What's his name? I already forgot it. Joe Bennett. That's a hard name to remember too, Joe. But it was created by them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Is like I think if Horseman kind of like starts to buck the trend, right? That downward trend for like the core Ripperverse stuff, Isom and Alpha Core and Yaira and whatnot. If it kind of starts to buck that trend and like start to go up, I think that Ripperverse could be a real contender for creator-owned material. I mean, who knows? I mean, like I said, like people complain about Eric, this and that, his business practices or whatever. Maybe they're good, maybe they're not. I'm not here to judge people on all that, So that's what I'm saying. I'm excited. I think it looks interesting. I think it looks like it's fun. It looks like some of the stuff from the that scene that's in the little commercial. Him fighting in a warehouse with all these bad guys, these thugs or whatever. That looks like that maybe is like somehow related to like this scene in the book. So that's what I'm saying. I gotta sit and read this thing, and then I'll come and sit and do an actual review, and then we'll get to the bottom of all of it. That's what I got for now. You know what I mean? Like, if you do, I got links down in the description. I've still got a couple copies of the preview ashcan for Worry, my goth true crime comic that also covers politics and the political presidential race that we all just witnessed, as well as fun things in comics like the recent tragedy involving Ed Piskor. Lots of little bits of stuff in here. Best horse drawer. That's my goofy horse. That's what I should show you guys. Yeah, I didn't. So I'm saying I didn't really think out this stream too well. I don't have my the serious horse. That's the goofy horse, right? That's the goofy one. Hey. What else do I got in here? Got girls, pictures of girls. Got a picture of AR-13L, the little mermaid from Pixel Trader, I believe, is doing that. Fun My Comic. And that'll be one of the characters in my story. The true story, that is. That I'm calling Let Us Get. Comics is going to be I think the most pages I can do through my printing company is like 64 pages, so it's gonna be 64 pages. There'll be two versions. There'll be a colored version, or chromatically enhanced, and the noir black and white version. And I'll be finishing. I gotta get back to work now. I gotta finish the cover. I got a whole bunch of different stuff. I just sent a bunch of stuff for. You guys might like this. Yeah, so like the. Where's the at? A little version of Mary Kelly from the Jack the Ripper stories. Just sent a whole bunch of these black and white line pen and ink illustrations off to the next issue of the Ripperologist. That'll be out shortly. A little shoe shiner. Shining some guy's shoes back in old Victorian England. So you guys are actually getting a little preview. This is not one of the Jack the Ripper murders, but is of the similar time period, and Victorian London. A different. This is the murder of Kate Roman. And Dr. Francis Tumblety, doctor that they arrested on suspicion of being Jack the Ripper, didn't have enough evidence to let him go, despite the fact he had a collection of pickled and preserved uteruses from women in his carry. He fled to America. I want to look up him, because when there's the old newspapers from the time when he was traveling to America from London, the newspapers were reporting that Jack the Ripper was coming to America. So I want to go dig those up, do kind of like my own like inbred like hillbilly version of From Hell, go and look through all the stuff I can find here. But yeah, that's what I got for now. All my stuff's below. Dr.Ben on the Substack. What? I know. Horseman is a fucking bronco of the trip. Oh, is that Jim Satala? I keep hitting the wrong button. What's up, Jim Satala? I think I told you before. I love you and not love you, but I love your show that you do with Dave. I love you guys are always talking about Horseman and Ripperverse, going over the numbers. Like you always have that serious. Let's look at the numbers. Let's pull them up. I love like just the severity of how you've just like focused on like it's fantastic. That's what I'm saying. That's to me that's the other aspect of the Ripperverse is like how much it inspires, like all the parody stuff that it inspires, all of the puppet shows. I can't imagine like that they actually like the puppet shows and like Riley. All I can't imagine that Eric July like sees the humor and all that too well. Maybe he does and like is just like a really good like actor and he's just playing his bit. That's possible. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's that to me is just like the craziest thing is how much it has inspired other people. The one guy that was singing songs, there's all those AI songs that they've made about the Ripperverse, like the solar weather segment. Oh yeah. Wait, are there solar weather segments on the Ripperverse? Oh, to check that out. Well, anyways, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna wrap it up. Let you guys go. I gotta get back to drawing my stuff because I'm doing like you know how everyone did a big cool like political cover for Hierophant and for Glorious Rex. That's I'm gonna do one for mine to do like you know the hologram foil cover thing. And I don't want to reveal it yet, but you guys are gonna dig it. It's gonna involve JD Vance, and well, you know, I'm making a goth true crime comic, and JD Vance is the goth hillbilly from Ohio. My fucking family here, you know. I'm like Ohio. This is my crew. So you know, we're gonna come in there and you know,
no offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
Get rid of all the comedy gobbledygook that's out there. All right, folks. I'll let you go. Let me find a good song to play us out here. Unless you guys got anything else. Is there any things I yeah, it has been a hell of a year. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you know what? This is the perfect. This is the perfect way. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not taking sides in the Riley. Well, I do say free Riley. Let Riley out of jail. But subscribe to the channel. Oh, yeah, I could do that. I left all my shit over there. I still got that Robert Crumb thing that I still haven't busted open. We got to get to 500 subscribers. So we have 500 subscribers, and we're gonna do a live busting open of a CGC comic, and you know, make a go of it. It'll be fun. Until then, oh yeah, that's what I'll do. Like, look, hey, just like Eric said, there's Docs and myself. There it is, P.O. Box 33, Conneaut, Ohio. Dr.Ben's Comics. Some of your comic. Open them up. You don't want me to read your comic? You don't want me to read your comic?
Hold up! Yeah. YG, Clipper, and Goldie. What it is what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. I pissed on the porch. See it? Got a pistol in my pocket and a bitch up in my Ford. Prius, if you wanna be adored, it ain't hard to find your hoard, but got a lot of hate to absorb when you're like me, kids, and I need it, cause I eat it, so please never stop feeding. Venus, fly trap the ligand and make it disappear. I lack the mind that could contemplate a haunted place with more at stake than I have here. Show up with a knife and they won't like that. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I didn't write that. Maybe I have multiple people in me and I've snapped. At the heart of this is you owe me an apology, Ripper. I ain't the hardest shipping shit I can Victorian to Ripper. With a door for the printer with pictures of people you stripped up. I skip the game and see the armors fall at the heart of the Ripper. I'm YGC, aka Mr. Sinister Clipper. If you don't say sorry soon, I'm throwing darts at your sister. If you don't say sorry soon, I'm throwing darts at your sister.
Yeah. Trixie. Eric July is just a black guy without much to say and mostly just lies. Like Isom, I know there's no way he writes. He barely can speak. His podcast is mostly silence. I could never leave so long a gap. I have more intriguing thoughts in bed when I'm having a nap. I could rap so much better, it's sad, cause I'm not even black. Trixie on the track, rockin' nappy head backwards. Nobody can understand Isom's powers. Hashtag Yaira, counting down the hours. Take off your shirt, this shaver's powered. Imagine getting bored down this hard by powder. I'm the twisted fire starter, coward. Rip on by lone, feel the bullets shower. For cannon's sake, we gon' take this hour. Comments on comments, fat baseline power. Trixie motherfucking Goldie Witch in the bitch, that's how we do this.
I'm YGC, aka Mr. Sinister Clipper. If you don't say sorry soon, I'm throwing darts at your sister.